Hello friends, I am Zara. Today I am going to explain you a masterpiece movie released in 2011, The Intouchables. This movie is very special, so do watch this movie till the end. If you like the explanation, then like and comment the video. In the beginning of the movie, we are shown Driss and Philippe. Philippe has paralysis. He can't move his body. Driss is driving his car. They were going very fast. Then the police chases them. Driss stops his car. Then the police comes to him. Philippe pretends to be sick. Driss tells the police that I have to take Philippe to a hospital soon. Otherwise, his life can also be lost. Seeing this, the police let him go. In this way, Driss and Philippe fool the police, and here the story goes into the past. And we see that Philippe is looking for a caretaker for himself. A lot of people are interviewed. Driss also came here to give an interview. But from his face, we can clearly see that he has no interest in this job. Because of not being interested, Driss does not perform well in that interview. He speaks openly in front of them, as if they are his old friends. After a while, his interview ends, and Philippe asks him to come to this office the next day. After this, when Driss comes home, we see that his family is very big. He has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, because all his cousins live with him. Now the next day, when Driss goes to Philippe's house, he finds out that Philippe has hired Driss to take care of him. Philippe's servant, Vani, explains to Driss how to take care of Philippe. She tells Driss that you will have to stay here for as long as you work here. That's why Driss brings all his stuff there. Driss starts taking care of Philippe. Although Driss never did this, but still, he takes care of Philippe like a friend. Driss is very happy to drive Philippe's expensive car. Driss is not afraid of Philippe like other servants. Whatever comes to his heart, he tells it to Philippe. One day, his old friend comes to meet Philippe. He already knew Driss. He tells Philippe that you shouldn't have hired Driss because he is not a good man. He has just been jailed for 6 months for a robbery. Philippe tells him that I have nothing to do with Driss's past. As long as he takes good care of me, he can work for me. Philippe tells Driss that a lot of people have taken care of me, but no one has taken care of me like you do. Philippe tells Driss that I wasn't like this before. One day, when I went paragliding with my wife, we both got into an accident. My wife died and I became like this. Driss never lets Philippe be sad. He makes him laugh by telling him some joke. One day, Driss and Philippe come to listen to an opera. Everyone was sitting there peacefully. As soon as the opera starts, Driss doesn't understand anything. He starts laughing loudly because he doesn't care what people think about him. Seeing him, Philippe also starts laughing loudly. The next day is Philippe's birthday. For his birthday, he arranges a music concert at his house in which a lot of reputed guests were going to come. The next day, when the party starts at Philippe's house, all the guests listen to the music carefully. But Driss gets bored in this party because he didn't like classical music. That's why he plays his own music and starts dancing himself. Everyone likes his music and all the guests start dancing with him. After the party is over, Driss finds out that Philippe is talking to a girl, but these two only send letters to each other. Neither have they ever called each other, nor have they met each other. Driss takes the girl's letter and calls her number. He asks Philippe to talk to her. At first, Philippe didn't agree, but after Driss's insistence, he talks to that girl. Driss also sends a photo of Philippe to that girl, but Vani changes that photo and sends the first photo of the accident. When Philippe's photo reaches that girl, she also sends a photo of Philippe. That girl is very beautiful, and she also invites Philippe for a date. Philippe was not ready for the first date because he's afraid that the girl may not like him because of Philippe's condition. But after Driss's insistence, Philippe is ready to go on a date. But Philippe didn't have the courage to meet that girl. That's why he comes back from there. He calls Driss. He tells him that you have to go somewhere with me. Driss quickly comes to him. Philippe and Driss sit in Philippe's private jet and leave. Later, Philippe tells Driss that they are all going for a paragliding weekend, where Philippe enjoys a lot because of Driss. And after this vacation, Driss brings him back. But then his cousin brother comes to meet Driss. He tells Driss that there are a lot of problems going on in the house. Driss explains to him that he is very busy here, but Philippe listens to both of them. When Driss comes out of there, Philippe tells him that you can go home now because I can't keep you with me all my life. Driss's house was in trouble. That's why he packs his stuff and leaves from there. But before he leaves, everyone tells him that they will miss him a lot because Driss really made everyone laugh there. As soon as Driss leaves, the interview for the new caretaker starts. Driss leaves from there and comes to his house and starts solving the problems of his family. He also reunites with his friends. His friends are happy to see him. Meanwhile, Philippe hires a lot of caretakers, but no one can take care of him, like Driss. And neither can Philippe be happy with a caretaker. He stops taking care of himself and grows his beard. One day he calls Driss and invites him to his house. Driss comes to meet him. Driss goes to Philippe and takes him in his car for a drive. And here the scene matches with the first scene of the movie when they are laughing at the police. The next day, Driss prepares Philippe. Philippe was not able to understand where Driss is taking him. Driss brings him to a coffee shop. He keeps Philippe there and leaves, and he says all the best to Philippe. Even Philippe was not able to understand what Driss wants to do with him. After Driss leaves, the same girl comes to Philippe with whom Philippe used to talk. That girl likes Philippe even in this condition. This makes Philippe happy and smiles and looks at Driss. Driss also looks at him and smiles and leaves. And with this, the movie ends. Friends, it is true that many people come in our life, but there are some people who leave a mark in our life for the rest of our life because they teach us to live. A person should never cry in a bad situation, but even in a bad situation, we should find small joys and enjoy them. Because sometimes bad situations are a test for us, and we should pass those situations with a smile.